Man, has it ever been a while since it's rained this hard? Check it out. I'd say at least late July, early August since it's rained this hard. Check what we got going on out here. Looks like we might have a little bit of floodation. But you already noticed something. I got the waist-high waders on. Can't tell how deep it got. How deep it's going to get after the heavy rainstorm. I see some striations in the bank over there. They didn't wash out those leaves, so I guess it hasn't gotten that high. Looks like the waters might be going down. I see that one fine line. I'm just going to take a look around. I wasn't really in the mood to come out today. I've been working on the art. It's nice to stay in and stay cozy, you know. It's going to be raining on and off throughout the rest of the day. Cold front just moved through. It's going to be dropping down to like 35 by the time we get out of here. And it's already almost noon, so we only got about 3.5 hours before sunset. Whatever might be out here, let's hope we can find it. 1 piece, 5 pieces, 11 pieces. On the flat gravel bars, that is. But the waters look to be a little bit muddy, a little bit murky. Not too bad. I'll just have to force myself to see the ancient pieces. Hey, look, we got a friend. Look at him, look at him. Don't fall in, guy. You're going to be pulled away. Let's go ahead and go like they are. Go ahead and get down to those little hot spot gravel bars. See what's up. What do I get myself into? Man. You know, this reminds me of many adventures like this before. Coming out just after a rainstorm, trying to find the good stuff before anybody else can come out later. It is Sunday. Man. But this also reminds me of times when I was a kid. You know, you take that one step and it's actually up to the waist right here. You can never tell. Man. All right. Let me make a decision real quick. You know, I'm still going to get in this thing. I can't tell if it's coming or going. Man. I'm still going to hit it, though. I'm still going to hit it. We're not going to see anything that's more than about a foot deep. So that's going to suck. Oh, boy. Better keep a lookout. Man, that's one heck of a current. That's one thing about water like this. And this heavy current. Man, this thing's heavy too. Man. You talk about a workout. But that's one thing about it. I mean, because it's rubbing up against the front of the waders, it can easily get inside the waders, even though it's not that deep. They got me stuck right here. I wonder why. Man, that was nearly impossible. It doesn't look like they got too rough out here, man. They still got leaves that are just barely 1.5 feet up, you know. Anything that they might have manipulated out here is going to be under the water. We're not going to see it. Oh well. At least I'm out here, that's it. That was a heavy workout though. Some of the time, I tell you this in my videos, it's easier to go against the current than it is with the current. Because if I were to go against, you know, Once I get going down, the second I lift my leg up, they're going to kick that thing up. So in order to get out of here successfully, I'm going to have to walk backwards. You know, face the opposite direction, just walk backwards real slow. Same way I got here, from 30 feet away. I'll let you know if I see anything. I'm just out today, that's it. If we see something, we're going to see. If we don't, we'll just have to keep on waiting. Yeah, man, this is proof right here. They haven't done anything since about August, September. Right here. I mean, look at these leaves that have been settled down right here. They haven't done anything in a very long time. And I was hoping after these heavy rains, the last day or two, that they would choke this place out. They would choke out the leaves, you know, and leave things behind. The lighter nap materials, you know. The things that have been napped. The things that have been worked on. I'm sick of making that dang mistake though. I mean, misjudging locations like this. I mean, there was this one time back in September where I came out here and I was just blown away because, I mean, there was probably this one shower, this one rainstorm that lasted just a little bit of time. And they got these things probably at least 7 feet deep out here. And they natripulated the crap out of this place. I think that was the last time it got high out here though. And I feel deep down inside, since I was in that cleaning mood, I feel deep down inside that I probably missed a bunch of major stuff because I was on this one gravel bar walking past it, and right on top, about 3 feet higher than the water line, was a Knapp scraper. I was like, oh crap, we suck. Yeah, man, dang. I'm just thinking at the moment, you know, this place is very easy to get to from home. It is. But they're probably just telling me it's not time to come out looking for the good stuff. It's not. I mean, it can't be. If it was meant to be, they would have gotten buck wild last night and deposit some things for us to find, like they always do. They walk us into it every single time, and it's always right in front of our face. But when I see it like this out here after some heavy rain, nothing has been really natripulated by them. That just tells me they're trying to tell me it's not time. And I try to go by my instincts and trust this place, you know, that today was going to be the day I was going to come out here and just be in awe over the stuff we're going to find. And now I'm knowing for a fact that the place is so far from here, way on the other side of North Metro or whatever. I guarantee you that they're going crazy right now. I bet they have 35 artifacts out there in those places. And we're not going to be able to go. Man, let's hope 2024 is never going to be a situation, any kind of situation where we always make the wrong decision like we did in 2023. Every time I go out someplace in 2023, it's the wrong place. All right, here's we're ready to go back in. The heavy current. There's always a trick when it comes to walking in places like this, you know. You got to walk at an angle, but the angle leads us right there. That's where the angle leads us, to that one spot. When you're walking downstream, you got to walk at an angle, just like you do when you're walking against the current. You got to walk at an angle. You can't walk just like, you got to, in other words, you got to feel like you're being drawn to something, like a magnet or something. Now, this is going to be a little tricky right here, man. Right here. I'm just going ahead and try to cut across. Uh-oh, they're getting in the waders too. Oh, man, dang. I'm going to get the undies wet. Man, let me go ahead and concentrate on this. This is kind of tough, though. I don't want them to sweep my feet from under us, you know. I don't need to be pulled under. As cold as it is out here, man. I know you guys gonna say, Da Vinci, you crazy. There's just when a log bumping up against the knee. They're trying to take us out. Like a football player. Nothing. Well, that's all right. So far, the only thing I collected was this. Nice little finger pointing rock, you know. Even got the knuckles. Got it angled perfectly. Got the wrist right here. It was pointing downstream. I wonder if there might be something down there. Well, unfortunately for us, well, mainly for me, not for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, looks like I might have missed a lot since September and October. There was a pretty substantial extension to the gravel ball right here. It's no longer here. They have chipped off a good bit of it. From what rain, I don't know. Maybe I think 2024 should be just me going out quite a bit and looking for the good stuff to catch up on the hobby, you know. I know they're still going to want me to go out to find heavenly spots to clean up and the kayak, all that kind of stuff, because this past summer, 2023, the majority of the summer from I think about maybe, I'm not going to say late May, let's just say about maybe mid-June all the way through like September was spent cleaning up, and that was it. Picking up garbage. Because it wasn't raining like we thought it was going to, you know. Oh, I see white, you see white, you see white. Let's see. I think I recognized that from many years ago. Yeah. But if they were to give me a break and catch up on some things, you know, they like to orchestrate things out here, they do. Maybe it was meant for me to clean last summer. Another reason why they wouldn't allow it to just downpour. What the heck? Oh, it scared the crap out of me. I looped them. Oh. Hi. What the heck is going on out here? Did somebody's German Shepherd just like get loose and they just... See, that's what I'm talking about. No one sees me. Yeah, no one sees us. No one sees us, you know? No one sees us. That was a strange event. I mean, we're a long way from some kind of neighborhood subdivision. I know that for a fact. I know where it is. It's about a quarter of a mile in that direction. Oh, that was weird. Maybe they were chasing the deer the entire time, you know, stalking the deer. And they just blew right past us. Man, you guys crazy. Welcome to my life. Even the cute puppy dogs don't even see us. Talking about the ladies, even the dogs don't see us. Oh man. Yeah, but I think 2023 was the year for me to just, they orchestrated it in a way knowing that I wasn't going to go out looking for the good stuff. And they know what we do. The ones out here, they know what we do when it comes to looking for the major history. We have to follow the pattern of the rainstorms, I don't want to go through all that again. I mean, not go through it, but I don't want to have to tell you all that stuff again. You know how it goes with this hobby. And look at these old school footsteps. Those are definitely mine from back in September, October maybe. But they chipped away from this bank. For real. I'm going to use this as a sign too, right here, on how life overlaps with your experiences out in nature. On how life overlaps. I just got finished saying it. They've been chipping away at the bank. Chipping away at the bank. The account right here. Because they know that I have to. Yin and yang. Backwards and forwards. Forwards and backwards. Whatever I do, they end up doing on their side. Yeah, I've been chipping away at the bank since the first week of November. Going to the art supply places. I've been unloading for real. Trying to catch up on the art. Buying everything I can when it comes to art supplies and stuff. Going to Home Depot, all that kind of stuff. And I just discovered 2 new places too that have been neglecting, or not neglecting, I've never really thought about before. You're going to say, you're a dummy for real, Da Vinci. You should have known this from a long time ago. If you're into crafts and hobbies and art and all that other kind of stuff. I've always known about this place called, Floor and Decor. What's the other place? Granger. Now, I'm the type of human being that when I go out to places like this, I don't go out looking for stuff to build a house or to maintain anything. I go out to places like that to find things that can up the game on my artwork, that I can use for my art. Trying to find new ways to create different kind of artwork and add to it, So those are 2 new places that I need to try to find more motivation. Places that the art supply place, they're not going to carry certain items, Now there's Home Depot. So those places might have exactly what I need. Well, I think I might have found my first one. Don't you laugh at this, though. You know how literal they are out here. Like I tell you all the time, they're still making them. You talk about some very perfect napping on this thing right here. Get a load of this optical illusion, ladies and gentlemen. And they're going to count this as one. They will. Hold on. Thought I saw something. Oh, it's nothing. But this is something. Well, to them, this is something. Get a load of this one right here, guys. Man, dang it. Man, you guys are crazy. Let me go ahead and do it backwards. Hold on. Once you look at that one. Got to get the perspective right. Look at the napping on that ancient Mara mountain right there. Look, it's got the stem on it too. The tip is still there. It's kind of crooked though. That's crazy. Man, you guys crazy out here. You're going to count that as an arrowhead for us? You know I can't take that thing. It's attached to the tree branch. Man, they're going to count that as one too. Watch. Man, I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and say that it is one. Because think about it. If you're a human being and you're no longer alive and you're just a spirit out here looking around in the afterlife, and you come across that and you can't touch it, you really can't experience it the way you used to as a human being, but from what you see and for what it looks like, exactly what it looks like, then what is it? It's exactly what it looks like. Now that sounds a little bit scary right there. I'm not sure I'm ready for this one. I mean, last 3 or 4 times I've come out, this has been well past the knees when clear waters were out here and it wasn't raining or storming or anything like that. This late summertime, it was well past the knees. Let me go ahead and do it. It's going to be a little bit dangerous. Look at that current. You're going to say, where's the kayak at? Yeah, if you can't tell from the sound, the rains have definitely picked up quite a bit. Oh, well, hold on. Would you look at that? Hold on. Tell me to look at something. Well, dang. This creek is the queen of terminated crystals. It's the only creek I find that, man. I know they're always rugged, ragged, beautiful. Thanks for another one. Looks like this is going to be my stopping point. Usually there's hardly anything around this bend right here. Usually have to wait for the spring and summertime to find anything major. And it has come to a point, and I know it's very deep right here, at least past the waist. Very nice day indeed. It's been a while since I came out in December in the rain. I guess it's about time I got out of here. Get home about 2 o'clock, continue to work on the art. At least I found one last thing. And I'm definitely going to be adding it to the art. Another red line on a Sunday. And the cool thing about it is I don't have any kind of red on that wooden layered piece, you know. And I found a red line that I'm going to be adding to it. About dang time I found it. Well, looks like that's going to be it for today when it comes to today's finds. Not bad at all for this beautiful Sunday. Thank you for the rain, Almighty. Keep it coming, especially when it comes to nourishing nature. They come first. We can't afford to have any droughts. Thank you, Lord, for this gorgeous rainy day.